Hi, this is the fourth video of the Stuff Week series. I'm Nova at gypsyohm.com, and I wanted to talk to you a little bit about the process of shedding our stuff, because it's a big thing. Well, it was for us, and I mean, I think it is in general in this society. We live in a society that's very stuff oriented. Sometimes it's a status thing, sometimes it's a security thing, sometimes it's maybe something else entirely, and usually it's all of the above. So for me, I found that when we were getting rid of our stuff, what we did was well, let me back up a little bit. One of the reasons I wanted to hit the road is because I wanted the simplicity of living out of a backpack or a duffel bag or something like that. I wanted the simplicity of everything that I owned being with me. I felt like all of the stuff that I owned was like baggage, like it was physical and emotional baggage on me. And I wanted to release all of that. So I decided that I was going to start paring down our house. Even before we knew we were going to be getting an RV, I just knew that I was ready to start getting rid of stuff. I thought, okay, if we're not ready to live in an RV right now, if for whatever reason we're not getting into an RV right now, or we can't afford an RV, or whatever those reasons were, I was stopping myself at the time. If we can't be in an RV right now, I can at least live like we're in an RV. So I just started going through. I started with my son's room because he had a whole playroom full of toys that he didn't really play with. Went through and packed up stuff that he didn't play with, was putting it into a box when I got a phone call from my friend who had an RV that I loved and said, "We are bringing your RV, we'll be there in a week." It was like perfect. But anyway, and that's how we got our RV. But we were already packing up. I was already tired of the heaviness of all of our stuff. So when we found out that we were going to be in the RV and it was all going to happen, it was really exciting for us. We had I think 2 months before our lease was up, so I had to get rid of everything in the house, prepare the house, completely renovate the RV so that it was safe and comfortable for us to live in. And it was a lot of work. It was a lot of work. Plus, I was a single mom with 3 children, one of them being a small baby, so it was a lot of work for me to do alone. But I did it. One of the best things I ever did in my life. But anyway, so we did it. So we started going through and getting rid of stuff that we didn't need. We sold everything that we could on Craigslist. We gave stuff away. We did whatever we had to do. And the stuff went really fast. And I knew and I was expecting for it to be very liberating and very lightening and all of that stuff. What I hadn't expected was that I was going to feel very vulnerable, extremely vulnerable. Being a single mom with 3 kids, having spent a small fortune, a large percentage of our income, a small fortune on our stuff, it was really, I felt really raw after getting rid of it. I felt like we were giving away a lot of our status stuff, the stuff that made us look and feel like we, fit in with the groups that we wanted to, our big screen TV, our, leather couches, things like that. And we were moving into this old dumpy RV. It was really jarring for our internals. For my internals, I don't think my kids noticed or cared, but it was very jarring for me. Also being a single parent and knowing that, we had a full pantry all the time and things like that. Now we weren't going to have access to a pantry. So just being able to release that security that went with having stuff, always having whatever we needed right there in the house. But what I found was that is what was crippling me. And oftentimes what I find in life is the stuff that keeps me safe also keeps out what it is keeps me safe from the bad, but it also keeps out what it is I'm wanting. And that's why I feel burdened by it and weighted down by it. So as I released our stuff, and as we started living with less stuff, I found that the vulnerability of living in this moment where you're living in the moment, and you just have to open up to trust that you're going to have everything that you need. It was a process. It was something that had to come in time. It wasn't something that I woke up with. But I felt very vulnerable, and it was really, really hard for me to get rid of some stuff. Some stuff I got rid of I wish I hadn't. But that's a part of the process. It's messy and it's imperfect, and it's life, and that's what happens. And so, the thing is about, not having a bunch of stuff physically and emotionally is that you can heal so much faster and process so much faster and get to a place of balance so much faster. So, even though some things made me sad that that I did get rid of, I was able to be okay with it faster because our life was just so healing, and it was it was incredible. We may not have my favorite bookcases in the whole wide world, but every day our life is this incredible adventure, and it's worth it. So, it's just a matter of deciding what's worth it to you and what's the most important thing for you, and kind of heading in that direction and seeing how it all works out. And like I said, it's messy and it's imperfect, and that's just how it's going to be. And it was probably the wildest ride I've ever been on in my life. Getting out of the house into the RV was the messiest ride. The second messiest ride was getting out of the RV and into the van. The storage on my phone filled up and it cut off my video, but that was the end, thank goodness. Hopefully it was helpful to you in understanding a bit of the processing that goes into releasing things and how worth it all is in the end. So please feel free to connect with me or leave a comment in the comment section if you have any questions, and otherwise I will see you tomorrow.